Alicia Mole, a breast cancer survivor. I went in for a normal routine pap smear with my gynecologist. But a couple of days before I fell in, I felt a thick tissue, not a lump. So I showed it to my doctor and she felt it as well. Just to be on the safe side, she ordered a mammogram. I was not worried about it since I thought it was nothing. It didn't feel like a lump, and I didn't have any other abnormal signs that would lead up to breast cancer. So I went in April 2014 for my first mammogram, and I could tell by the look on the tech's face something wasn't right. So we went ahead and did a breast ultrasound. I was there for a while, and the nurse stepped out, and the doctor walked in and took a look for himself. He told me I needed to follow up with my doctor as soon as possible. What I thought was nothing but thick tissues was more than that. As he showed me the lump that was underneath all the tissue that was pushing it up, I told him, but I have no pain, no redness or anything abnormal. I talked to my doctor the very next day, and she read the reports. The radiologist diagnosed me with stage 5, malignant. Every word after that was just blah. At the end, my heart had dropped and I started to cry. I was doing this without telling anyone about it. My plans were to go see the breast doctor to see what she said, because maybe they were wrong. She saw the lump and thick tissue. First plan was biopsy. Then we would go from there. In the back of my mind, I was so scared I only told one person, because I needed someone to drive me to the biopsy, because I would not be able to drive. I still had not told my family, my kids, or my friends. Biopsy was done. She took a good bit out. I went for a follow-up by myself, and she said it was breast cancer. My heart just stopped. I couldn't breathe. How am I going to tell my kids? They just lost their dad the year before. I am a single mother, and I am a widow. I was so angry. I cried in the parking lot of my doctor. And then I knew I had to tell my kids, my family, my friends, and my job. I had to tell them because the next step was surgery. And I had to be out of work for a couple of days. And according to the doctor, we caught it early enough that chemotherapy or radiation was needed. It was a good deal, so I thought. My kids, family, and friends got more involved and helped up. One of my best friends took me to have my surgery. Everything went well, and the surgeon removed a 2-centimeter lump. I went back a week later for my follow-up, and I thought I would receive good news. But no, that didn't happen. She told me that it's stage 2 cancer. She had to go back in and remove the whole area where it was sitting and remove 4 lymph nodes. Ugh, surgery again? She went in, got everything out, and removed the lymph node. Again, another follow-up, and again I was hoping for good news. Nope. My cancer has spread rapidly. I was now in stage 2A breast cancer. And now I had to do chemo and radiation. It was 6 rounds of chemo every 21 days and 4 weeks of radiation every day. All of this was happening way too fast. I was ready to give up and throw in the towel, but my kids, my family, my friends, and mostly God would not let me. Through my whole process with doctor appointments, chemo, and radiation, I managed to work through it all. Don't get me wrong, I had my very weak moments being in and out of the hospital, and chemo was making my immune system weak. Plus, on top of this all, I also have lupus. So I was fighting for dear life. I was still a mother, daughter, sister, and a friend. I was not giving up. I prayed and prayed and prayed. I talked to my deceased husband to please cheer me on. My mom and sister would come over and cook and clean. My friends would come over, keep me company, and take care of my daughter. My son and daughter would do grocery shopping and help with house chores. God, I was so very blessed. I knew I had to keep fighting. I knew God was not ready for this angel. I am a warrior, a fighter, and this just made me stronger and stronger every day. Now, today I am 1 year in the clear, cancer-free. Thank you, Jesus.